In Chapter 4, we've been learning about the idea of economic demand. The definition of demand has two parts. First, it is the desire to own something, and second, the ability to pay for it. That definition leads us to the concept of the law of demand, which also has two parts. The first part of the law tells us that as prices increase, as the quantity demanded of that same product will decrease, people will not want to pay high prices for that same item. But as prices drop, the quantity demanded will naturally increase. The law of demand is really the result of two overlapping behavior patterns known as the income effect and the substitution effect. The income effect makes people feel poor, so they stop buying anything. The substitution effect occurs when customers purchase cheaper alternatives instead of the product that has an increase in price. To help make sense of the law of demand, economists will often use a tool called a demand schedule. This is a table that shows the quantity a person will buy at each price in the market. This information can be configured for an individual or for the entire market. In order to get a visual representation of the information in a demand schedule, economists will often create a demand graph. This graph will show how quantity demanded will change when price changes, and everything else stays constant. We measure how sensitive quantity reacts to price change with a formula known as elasticity of demand. Sometimes other factors affect the quantity demanded. We call this a shift in demand. When an outside factor causes people to buy more of that product, this is known as an increase or right shift. And when an outside factor causes people to buy less of a product, it is known as a decrease or left shift. Although there are millions of outside factors that can affect demand, our book lists income, consumer expectation, population change, and taste in advertising as the top 4.